everybody, Blake back here in the STI. Actually have realized I haven't made a video in the STI for quite some time. The last video I put out talking about this thing was really around the 1 year ownership time with it, and now we're coming up on 4 years ownership in just a few months really. So still plan on owning this thing for the foreseeable future. Absolutely love it. It's my daily driver and loads of fun. But today's mission is not the STI. Today's mission is meeting up with Shaw. He has a new car to him, which is definitely different than previous cars. He's been on the channel before with his E46 M3 we did about a year ago. Going to visit a pretty cool fort in that. I'll link that video at the end. But today's going to be a little bit different, so let's go find him and check it out. Alright, you saw the car pull up. We're in a Supra, we're not in a BMW.
Is that a Supra?
We're back with Shaw.
What's up, guys?
And we're cruising in a car that is, I guess, new to me. I have not seen it, but he's had it for about a year. And the title of the video, you see it, Shaw's last BMW.
Yep.
Why do we say this? What's going on with this? What? I did not expect you to see you in a Supra. I know the connection, obviously, but what was the decision of buying this thing, dude?
So, I guess long story short, Shaw finally decided to try to be successful and make some money.
Yeah.
And when that happened, BMW decided, hey, we're gonna make all of our cars fat and ugly and sound bad. So that really rubbed me the wrong way. And this car, you know, this car was designed in like 18, 19, came out in, you know, early 20, or late 19 actually is when they came out. So it's kind of an older platform. When this car was announced with a manual, I immediately was like, I probably have to buy this because this will probably be the last somewhat light, modern BMW, rear-wheel drive, limited slip diff, 6-speed. To be frank, I mean, I paid effectively sticker for this car. So for me, that was kind of like a whole shot win. I know a lot of people paid over sticker for these things. I really don't want to encourage ADM. I think ADMs are stupid, but when it comes to like cars like this, there's a huge kind of, effectively it's FOMO. People have FOMO. They don't want to, like I missed out on the GT4 train, right? Because I didn't want to spend 140 grand on a car that I probably wouldn't drive that much. A lot of compromises in this vehicle, but the one thing I wasn't willing to compromise was big grills, very fat, objectively ugly, and manual. And I think the last thing, and this is very subjective, but people are like, oh, like, you know, like the new M3 sounds good, it sounds good. No, it does not. No, it does not. It does not sound good. And that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to sound good. But I'm not a fan of the S58 or any of the S kind of motors after the 65. So for me, the B58 was the natural progression because this motor actually, while it doesn't sound good, it sounds better. Mm-hmm. And for me, that was enough.
What are you using this thing for? What was the intention of buying it for?
To be honest, it's used for nothing. It really has no use in my life, to be very honest. This is very much I wanted it, I bought it. And when I say I wanted it, I like loosely kind of wanted it. I wanted it because there wasn't anything better from BMW, so I had to compromise and buy a Toyota. Mm-hmm. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just want people to know that I did have a GR86 prior to this for a solid 4.5 months. Mm-hmm. And that was an excellent car until I found out that motors were exploding. But right now, I'm fortunate to say that I have a lot of cars that I kind of like split responsibilities with, I guess, or just duties. And this car doesn't really have like a specific task or job focus in mind. This car is really just for fun.
So, top 3 things. Well, first of all, lunch.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Second of all, top 3 things of the car you like. If you had to pick 3.
First thing, weight.
Okay.
It's 3,300 pounds. That's unheard of nowadays in BMW land. I don't know if they do anything that's that light. So that's the first thing. The weight, it's low-ish, and that's nice.
Okay.
Second thing, the manual. It's a pretty good manual. I don't hate it. It's definitely still BMW-esque, but Toyota definitely did something to it to make it feel a little bit tighter, which is nice. But more on that in a bit. And I guess the last thing would be, you know what? I like the fact that this car doesn't have like crazy touchscreens everywhere. It actually has a cluster. I like that.
You have your manual AC controls.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like you got an iDrive screen over here, but it's
nothing. CarPlay.
Yeah, it has CarPlay, all that kind of stuff. Wireless too. It has wireless charger down here. So none of that stuff is like, I feel like I didn't want a car with like screens everywhere, right?
Well, I got one minor question. What's the glove about, dude? What's going on over here?
All right, so if you pan down over here, you can see that this shift knob is Alcantara. Now, Alcantara is nice in areas that you don't have to touch. It keeps it clean, it keeps it from wearing. That's all fine and good. They put Alcantara on the one thing that you use the most in this car, which means that this shift knob is going to wear like garbage. And personally, I don't like the feeling of Alcantara. I have a leather shift knob on order. It just hasn't showed up yet. So for the time being, I've just been wearing this like glove just because like I don't want to, one, ruin the shift knob, and two, I don't like the feeling of it because it feels like I'm using a dead rat to move the lever. There are no plans right now for this car. I mean, I want to do some simple mods here and there, but I don't have anything crazy, drastic planned for it. These ECUs are locked from factory. So for example, just to do like a simple tune on this car, it's not simple. It's like $5,000 to like unlock the ECU so that you can actually start throwing parts at it to like make a difference. You know what I mean? So I think the car, for what it is, if you were to use it for like a track car or something like that, I feel like power levels are adequate for now. I guess for the foreseeable future, it would be maybe some cosmetic stuff, maybe an exhaust, and most importantly, this car is getting a short shifter. This is a development car for a company that specializes in short shifters for mainly BMWs. So that's going in probably in the next week or so, and that's going to be the prototype kit. So look for a video that will kind of showcase the differences between stock, which is what we're in right now, and what it's going to be when it's done.
Perfect. So yeah, that being said, when that video comes out, I'll link it at the end. But Shah, as always,
cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Cheers. It's been real. Thank you for all the new comments, subscribers, all of that stuff. I really do enjoy it, and I really do reading all of them. So thank you. And yeah, we'll see you next time.